What's going on, Brunswick bowling fans? My name is Brandon. I am Brunswick Regional Staff out of Northeast Ohio, and today I'm going to bring you a quick ball review of the Uppercut, which releases January 16th, so a little less than a week away at the time of posting this video. Up on the screen, you've got some core numbers as well as some of my stats. I actually drilled this 60 by 5 by 50, which is the same layout I have on my Melee Jab SE. We'll take a look at some comparisons later on. For now, let's go ahead and get into some shots, and we'll talk about the ball as we go along. This ball features the Melee core as well as Savvy Hook 3.0. The core we've seen all throughout the Melee line, and most recently in the Melee Jab SE. The cover is actually the third generation of Savvy Hook. So we had Savvy Hook on the Melee Jab, Savvy Hook 2.0 on the Melee Jab SE, and now Savvy Hook 3.0 on the Uppercut. Savvy Hook 3.0 is actually a textured pearl, which is a first for the Melee line. This added texture to the pearl cover should provide more traction in the mid lane compared to what we saw in both the Melee Jab and Melee Jab SE. I've left this ball at the factory finish, and even with the shiny finish, you can see just how well this ball reads the mid lane. So these first set of shots have been on lane 15, which is the same lane that I shot the Vapor Zone Hybrid review on. So this lane has seen a little bit of traffic and is in the middle of a little bit of transition, and you can see just how well the Uppercut still clears the fronts through that transition. From here, we're going to move over to lane 16, which is a fresh lane. And the reason I did this is I really wanted to show how well the Savvy Hook 3.0 with that added textured pearl picks up in the mids, even on fresh, and is able to drive and really get through the pins extremely well. Even from around 4th arrow, you can see just how well the Uppercut picks up in the mids and is able to drive through the pins on this fresh lane. From here, we're going to move into some comparisons. First up is the Melee Jab SE, which I mentioned at the beginning of this video has the same layout as my Uppercut. Now, the biggest difference between these two, because they have the same core, is going to be the cover. So the Uppercut has that textured pearl to where the Melee Jab SE does not. And it really shows here on this fresh lane to where the Melee Jab SE doesn't quite read the mids as strong. And therefore we left a couple of 7s and then had that swisher strike in there. Next up is the Brunswick Hero, which is laid out 60 by 4 by 70. So slightly different than the Uppercut and Melee Jab SE. The Hero features the Contra core, which is actually pretty similar numbers, slightly lower RG and differential from the Melee core, and then it has the Activator Plus 2.0 Pearl cover. For me, the Hero picks up great in the mids, as you see on these shots, and is able to get through the pins extremely well. So it reminds me of the Uppercut in the mid lane, and then is a little bit smoother on the back end. Up on the screen now, you've got what my 6-ball arsenal was coming into the recording of these videos. When the Uppercut was announced, I was really excited and really expected to get the best of the Hero and the best of the Melee Jab SE wrapped into one ball, and I really think it's lived up to those expectations. So for me, I've got it slotted right in between these two. I think it's going to give me some options to where I can either carry 2 out of the 3 of these bowling balls, or even just carry the Uppercut and then add in something like a urethane piece or another specialty piece if I know I'm going to need something a little bit different for a specific house or specific pattern. January 16th is the release date for both the Uppercut and the Vapor Zone Hybrid. If you haven't seen that video yet, I encourage you to check it out. In the meantime, like, subscribe, comment, and thank you for watching.